Greetings, Montcon Studio. So we're working on 30 questions that help enhance your art practice. And today I want to talk a little bit about number 13. And number 13 is, what do you do to enter into your process? What is your process? What is your process as an artist? And I'm going to share a little bit about where I'm at right now in a process, especially when I begin the process. I usually begin with wild abandon that allows for emotion to come in, and then over time it starts articulating itself, it starts talking to me. All that mucking up might then become more and more refined. And so I'm not thinking so much when I first begin. Thinking, or I like to use the word discernment, starts coming in. It can happen in the middle, but if I make a move and it changes quite a bit, then I'm kind of back. It's not linear. It can be a spiral in and out. But if I make a large move and it changes considerably, then I might even have to go back to the mucking up part and see where it goes. So right now in my life, I've noticed the paintings are becoming more geometric in relationship to atmospheric paintings that I've been doing for a couple of decades. And I'm also noticing I want to start really dark. It could be a little bit of just where I've been in my life, where our culture is coming from this sense of chaos. I find black can be a warm womb, a place to retreat, and also a place to lay down a foundation that isn't all white and reflecting back at me, but something that has a little more of a depth to it, that I can almost glean from the soil and the fertilization and the depths within, so without. Okay, so I'm going to tilt this a little bit, and I might move this actually as I'm working, because I started here with water and dry pigment. And the dry pigment I'm using is a graphite. I'm going to show it to you here, this particular brand. And the graphite powder, just to be really clear, any kind of dry pigment that you use, when it's released into the air, it's not so great to be breathing. It's just the truth. And it's also not so great for my hands. So I'm going to put on some gloves, and I'm going to put on a mask. You know, once you get your dry pigment on, no matter how you choose to do it, with a brush, with water, once it gets the water on there, it's not toxic in any way. It's just because it's floating in the air. Sometimes when I'm working quickly, I'll get a little negligent and I won't do that. But for today, I'm doing a little of both. I put some dry pigment in here. I like the blue paper towels myself. They're pretty absorbent, but you can use soft rags. So today I'm going to be doing a rubbing, and I did it here, and now I'm going on another layer. I'm just going to put on this because water. Now water is going to fixate this dry pigment. And it's a good thing to remember. So I can take my mask off. I can also begin, now I'm cheating a little, but if I wanted to put water right into the container, hello. So back to the question, what is your process? My process is often to get a ground. And when I mean ground, it's like, what am I painting off of? I'm not painting around things. This is just my process. I usually don't put down whatever my imagery is first and paint around it. I'm building, I'm building, I'm building, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the painting to talk to me. And I know that you probably have seen demos of me talking about this in the past. And here I am again. So you might look at what I'm doing and think to yourself, oh, well, she's just making a mess. She's not really thinking about anything. You know what? I'm not when I first start. I'm just not. That's the beauty and the fun of it, is the idea to make a mess. The idea to get my body in it. The idea to see what an accident does. Okay, that's it for today.